8.1 seconds. But again, with the laps winding down here, Jeff May has got to run a full second quicker over Michael Barnes, who has just been absolutely brilliant and has worked the traffic here at Daytona absolutely like a surgeon as he's about to clear out through that fast left-hander to the West Horseshoe. Wyatt Ferris, 14 seconds still adrift in third, waiting for Shane Narbonne to roll up across the line. He's about 50 seconds back of the leader, and we are showing just 9 motorcycles still running on the lead lap. And the last of those riders would be the number 29 Longevity Racing Ducati of Barrett Long. One of a number of Ducatis entered in the 200. And of course, Ducati with just one win going back a few years ago when Jason DeSalvo took the victory on a similar Ducati 848. But it will not happen for the second time here this afternoon. It's an all Yamaha top 8, I guess it is right now. Barrett Long, the first non-Yamaha rider, back in the 9th place position. Everybody else up front on the R6 Yamahas. As we're about to put lap number 50 up on the board next time by, it'll be 7 laps of the checkered flag for Boca Raton, Florida's Michael Barnes. Rich?
Yeah, Pat, that last time around I saw Jeff May getting a little bit hung up worse than Barnes. Now, both the riders have some clear sailing as Barnes makes his way up into the tri-oval across the start-finish line. That's lap number 50 in the books, and Barnes peels off into turn 1. And yes, exactly as I thought, Jeff May lost a little bit of ground that time to Michael Barnes as they work into turn number 1. Barnes is already headed down into the braking zone for turn number 3. Pat?
Well, Michael Barnes has just been oh so consistent here into the another lap at 1:51 and change. And he has opened up that advantage over the pole sitter Jeff May to 9.1 seconds. Wyatt Ferris, number 19, sitting 17 seconds back in the third place spot. Then Shane Narbonne, 64 in fourth, 74 Bastian Skubik fifth, Stefano Mesa 371 in sixth, 45 Mark Heckel seventh, 8 to 6 Bruno Silva, and then in ninth, the last rider on that lead lap is Barrett Long on the Longevity Racing Ducati. Rich?
Barrett Long has put in a good ride here today as he has worked his way up into the top 10. And again, we've still got some great battles going on back there. Bastian Skubik managed to get clear of that 6-rider freight train as they work their way through the infield portion of the racetrack. And again, just less than 7 to go. Barney coming back here to the stripe to complete lap number 52 next time by. And he is really kind of taking his time now, not really pushing the envelope as they dive into the chicane and up on the banking. Pat?
Race leader Michael Barnes works his way around off of turn 4 of the super speedway as he'll bring that Prieto Racing machine to the line. This will be lap number 51 going up on the board. He is 6 laps away from victory in the 75th Daytona 200 by victory. 9.3 seconds back to the 99 machine of Jeff May, who just cannot cut into that margin. Wyatt Ferris goes through. His lap was 1:53 and change, so he now has dropped 18 seconds back of the race leader Michael Barnes. So Rich, this one really starting to settle in now here with less than 6 laps to go. Michael Barnes has just got to keep doing what he's been doing here, clicking off those 1:51 and 52 second lap times, working his way cleanly around traffic as he works down the short chute, coming to that sweeping right left-hander at turn number 6. And about to work out onto the west banking on lap number 52. Next time by, it'll be 5 to go to the checkered flag as we count it down. Jeff May, number 99, in second, some 9.3 seconds back. Then it is Wyatt Ferris in third, 64. Shane Narbonne taking over that TOBC ride on the Yamaha, running in fourth. Bastian Skubik, the rider from Slovenia, with a couple of top 10 finishes the last 2 years here. And it looks like he's going to get yet another one as he continues to hold on to that fifth-place spot aboard the inner-turn Yamaha. 371 Stefano Mesa in 6th. 7th is 45 Mark Heckles. 8th is 6 Bruno Silva. 29 Barrett Long in 9th. And then it is Ryan Jones on the number 683 machine in 10th. 229 Darren James, North Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada rider on the Ruthless Racing Trev Dealey Motorcycles machine in 11th. 77 Mark Rhodes is 12th. 13th is 926 Patricia Fernandez. 14th is the 15 machine of Chris Skellinger, and veteran Anthony Fanny at number 84 is back there in the 15th place spot. Rich?
Yeah, Pat, into the final 5 laps. This is when you start hearing noises. You start imagining vibrations. You're trying to be consistent. You're trying to pick your way through traffic, but you've just got to maintain concentration, not let little things worry you. Barnes is just sailing around this racetrack on a nice, steady pace. He has just been blistering fast all day long, and it doesn't look like he has varied his lap times by more than 2 or 3 tenths, depending upon the traffic conditions. He'll slip inside another rider and head back up onto the east banking here, and again sailing out in front now, all alone here with less than 5 laps to go. What a great feeling it must be, or what a terrifying feeling it must be. He's still got almost 16 miles to go. Pat?
Well, indeed, Rich, and for at least the next little while, he'll have some clear racetrack ahead of him as he works down the back straightaway. 11.5 seconds is the margin back to Jeff May. So Barnes continues to just power away out in front. Wyatt Ferris is 20.9 seconds back in the 3rd place spot, but those Wyatt Ferris well clear of Shane Narbonne, who is about a minute back of Michael Barnes. As next time by, it'll be 53 laps up on the board and just 4 to go as the Boca Raton, Florida rider aboard the Prieto Performance and Palm Beach Police Foundation sponsored Yamaha continues to sail out in front. Don't know if there's any concerns at all, Richard, about fuel consumption and whether or not any of these riders running in the top 10 have got enough fuel to go the rest of the way. There is Jeff May completing his 53rd lap, 12.1 seconds back in the number 2 spot. That lap was not as quick as what Barnes turned, and then Wyatt Ferris is all the way in 24 seconds back of the race leader. So their lap times that needed to get quicker, and in fact it's gone just the opposite. They've become a little bit slower here as they get down to the end of the life on some of the tires that they've been running. Up on the big screen, the 34 of Michael Barnes about to work back out of the infield off of turn 6 as he will head to that west banking with a clear racetrack ahead of him. But I think before he gets to the checkered flag, there's a pack of about 7 or 8 riders ahead of him on the racetrack. That pack now heading into the chicane as Barnes comes off at turn number 2 of the super speedway to begin his run down the back straightaway. His average speed has been over 114 miles per hour on that Yamaha. The Shane Narbonne machine, 64, still in 4th. 74, Bastian Skubik continues to round out the top 5. Rich?
Yeah, Pat, just looking at Michael Barnes and the way he's working his way around the racetrack, just nice and consistent, smooth lines. And again, as you were saying earlier, Michael Barnes can race anything. I remember here just a little more than 20 years ago when he took one of the Britons to victory in Victory Lane. John Britton's widow and children were here and greeted him in Victory Lane with flowers. Well, I'm thinking about maybe finding some flowers to take down to this young man. He has tried so hard, so long, and here he is. He can almost feel it. Less than 3 laps to go. Continuing to put on some pretty good laps as he works his way through the infield here with less than 3 to go, Pat.
That number 34 Yamaha just jumps off of the International Horseshoe turn Barney all by himself through the fast left-hander as he has just completed lap number 54. We've got less than 3 to go. Jeff May, 99, the pole sitter, winning the Arrive Pole Award yesterday. He was third. It looks like he's going to be one better here this afternoon, but not right at the top of the box that I think he was pretty confident about getting after taking the pole earlier. And then what a story here, number 19. You're going to be hearing a lot more about this talented 22-year-old out of Calistoga, California, as he continues to circulate in the third place position. We mentioned Patricia Fernandez in 14. Kat Zimpel has been having a pretty good solid ride here. Rich, she is 30th at the moment, and I think running about 4 laps down from the race leader. But Kat Zimpel has had a good run here this afternoon. A young lady who was born in Poland, immigrated to the United States, and has put together a pretty good racing career. Looks like she's going to get a top 30 finish in the Daytona 200 by Victory. Rich?
Yeah, what a great gal. She was part of Henry DeGal's racing program down in South Florida, and so is Michael Barnes. Michael Barnes came out of Florida a number of years ago. I remember him here at the Speedway when he won the $5,000 bounty with tire manufacturer that didn't think they had a chance to win, but Michael Barnes came through and won the big check that day. If he can hang on for a couple more laps, he's going to win the big check today. Now, there's tremendous contingency from Yamaha available in addition to the over $175,000 purse for this race. This is going to do him pretty good if he can hang on for about 2 more laps. Pat?
Waiting for the third place rider, Wyatt Ferris, to roll up across the line. There he is, 32 seconds back. Rich, I'm not sure if he's got a tire going away, but his lap times have really escalated up to 1:57. Meanwhile, Jeff May, number 99, some 12 seconds back of Michael Barnes. We're on lap number 56. Next time by, we're going to see the white flag here at the finish stripe. So Michael Barnes out of Boca Raton, Florida, with less than 2 laps to go in gunning here for the Daytona 200 victory in this very special milestone 75th anniversary of the event. He works off of turn number 2 of the Super Speedway, takes a quick check over the left shoulder. Jeff May is some 12, almost 13 seconds back. He is going to have to contend with a little bit of traffic here before he gets back to take that white flag. Rich?
Yeah, Pat, I think he was just reassuring himself. I don't think he can quite believe it. He's probably pinching himself as he works his way back here to the stripe. White flag being prepared here at start-finish as Michael Barnes burns his way off of the east banking, coming back here to the start-finish line, and there it is, white flag out. Michael Barnes coming to the white, 1 lap to go flag as he hits the stripe. Michael Barnes with 1 lap to go here in the 75th running of the Daytona 200 by Victory.
Well, Michael Barnes has the fastest lap of the race at 1:50.791. But it looks like he's almost got it on cruise control now. That last lap was 1:54.941. Jeff May going through was actually a little bit quicker, has cut it down to about 11 seconds, but he's simply going to run out of laps as Michael Barnes works the infield straightaway here for the final time, heading down to the fast left-hander. Jeff May has gone through here, completing his 56th lap, and then there is Wyatt Ferris. That lap was even slower for Ferris, Richard. I think he's just trying to coast that motorcycle home and earn his ticket to Gatorade Victory Lane. On the infield straightaway, Charlie Mavros, number 14, fellow Florida rider, getting lapped one more time here by Barnes, number 34, as he accelerates out of the infield to the west banking, as we're going to follow him all the way around. Barnes off of turn 2. Richard.
Works his way off of the east banking around another piece of traffic there, out of NASCAR 2, down the back straightaway again, tucking in, looking over the traffic that's kind of lined up there. He'll take his time, work his way through gingerly, not really pushing the envelope, He's got this one in hand. He could almost coast home from here, but he wants to leave nothing to chance. He'll wait his turn and then accelerate out of the chicane, up on the east banking for the final time. He is less than a half mile from victory here at Daytona. Out of NASCAR 4. He makes the run back here to start finish. Pat, it looks like Michael Barnes is going to win the Daytona 200.
Here comes Michael Barnes in traffic, checkered flag at the line, and Barnes has put a lock on the 75th Daytona 200 by victory. Pack of lap riders right around him as he came to the line. There's Jeff May. He will finish in second, 10.084 seconds, the margin of victory. So not the fraction of a second we had here a year ago when Josh Herron and Danny Eslick went at it. But here